I'm gonna ask you guys a question real quick, real simple, right? Is it this hard to be a nice person? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, nowadays we see more and more just ugly shit happening everywhere. Whether it be wars, whether it be fucking crimes like fucking rape or abuse or whatever the fuck it might be. What is going on right now in the fucking world, ladies and gentlemen? It seems like the more we advance through fucking time, the more humans become corrupted and fucking ugly. And I don't want to be the fucking pessimistic guy who thinks like everything's going to shit, because I don't think it's like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there's a lot of fucking things that are wrong in our fucking world, but there's also like thousands of beautiful ass things that we don't even get to see because we're so focused on the bad things that's happening, right? That's another subject. What I wanted to talk about is yeah, like I said, I feel like more and more people just are more bound to be bad people. And it's like, why? Like, literally in my head, I am asking myself this question every time I see like shit like fucking Epstein files, or fucking the other day I saw Scotty Fitness. I thought that guy was fucking cool. I thought he was a nice guy. He was a funny guy, being charitable and shit like that. Well, apparently that guy got a load of fucking abuse charges on him and a lot of other bunch of shit, and it's like, what is going on? It's like, yeah, more and more shit are dropping, like the fucking Epstein files. Are you kidding me, man? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I didn't really watch video that went into details about Epstein files, but I know the basics, right? What happened, who was there, what the fuck they did. Now you just saw fucking videos, right? How can anyone get to that point in their life where they have to do such horrible things, man? And like, I literally talked about it with my cousin like an hour ago, right? And she explained to me that it's because at a certain point where you're so rich as a person with money and everything, like basic human activities don't do anything for you anymore. So you need more and more weird shit and things, because you feel like you're on top of everyone. You could do anything. You have money, right? One of my favorite fucking lines of any TV shows, any fucking movies, is in fucking Lorax, man. When he said, I don't remember word by word, but that's when he said like, actually I'm gonna look it up right now, hold up. There you go. When the last tree is cut, the last fish is caught, and the last river is polluted, when to breathe the air is sickening, you realize too late that wealth is not in bank accounts and that you can't eat motherfucking money. And this video is not about money, right? I can make a whole fucking video about money. I am probably eventually, one day. But yeah, when you see all of the fucking disgusting shit that's happening right now, and that happened in the past, is it that hard to just be a good human being? Is it that difficult to not rape anybody, to not be racist, to not be sexist, to not be homophobic, to just let others fucking live their life? I am far from being perfect. No one on fucking earth is perfect, and if someone says they're perfect, well, they're fucking wrong. But I'm far from being a perfect guy. I made people cry. I fucking insult people. Sometimes I lose my patience. I am really far from being I'm not saying that I'm not a good person, but like I'm far from being perfect, because like I said, no one can be perfect. But I feel like as a human being, when I look at others, I'm like, damn, man. Like, I know we didn't grow up the same way. We didn't grow up the same place, with the same parents, with the same values and everything. But there's still that moral, that human moral, that when something is wrong and when something is not. Yeah, of course it's different for everyone, because like I said, we don't have the same values, so it's never going to be the same thing. But how can you get to a point in your life where you feel the need of raping someone? How do you get to a point in your life where you feel the need to assault someone, where you feel the need of fucking abusing someone verbally? Why? Why would you purposely hurt someone else? Like I said, I've said things to people that hurt them and shit like that. Like I said, I'm not perfect. But more and more I realize that, like, why would I, even if as a joke, you know, even to my friends or whoever, why would I, like, insult them, you know? Why would I just be hateful for no fucking reason? Why do people have to be so fucking mean all the time, man? I just can't wrap my head around about how people can't seem to get the concept of just being a good person, you know? I already said that in another fucking video, but just treat people how you would want them to treat you. It is so simple, man. Would you like someone to come up to you and fucking insult you? No. Then don't fucking do it. Same thing with, you could take that fucking anything. You could go to the extreme. Would you like someone to rape you? No. Then don't fucking do it. It is such a simple rule, buddy. I can't get how people don't understand that simple fucking rule, man. Just treat people like you want them to treat you. How is that so fucking difficult? And yeah, sometimes we act on impulses. We act on, like, the moment, how we feel. And we might say things that we regret later. And we might apologize and think that like I said, we all do fucking mistakes. We all make mistakes, and that's fine. Well, sometimes it's not, but, you know, there's already so much bad in this fucking world. Why would you want to be a part of the bad part of this world? There's already enough bad, man. Be the good person. Be the kind person. Be the generous person who, you know, makes compliments to others, who make people laugh, who fucking gives gifts to people, that actually brings joy into someone else's fucking day. Because I swear to you, man, people will rather remember that kind of people than the fucking guy who insulted you and that fucking, you know, was a fucking dickhead to you. I often just tell myself, like, how do I want to be remembered as of when I'm gonna be dead? You know? How do I want people to remember me? Was I a fucking dickhead to everyone I fucking met? You know, screaming at them, fucking being a Karen to everyone I talked to, and just being a fucking nuisance to everyone? Or was I actually a good guy who, yeah, made mistakes, like fucking everyone, but that generally just made people happy, that put a smile on people's face, that, you know, was there when people needed me? And, you know, it's just, I don't know what to say, man. We'll eventually die, you know, and that every fucking day we live, we get closer and closer to dying. And as depressing as that might sound, it's true. And with that said, why wouldn't you want to be a good person? You know, knowing that you'll die one day, why would you want people to remember you as a fucking dickbag, as a bad person? No one wants that. I don't know, man. I don't feel like we live long enough to be mean to other people. Some people might deserve it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Some people might deserve to, you know, not be nice to them. But generally speaking, it's not that hard to be a good person. Anyway, what I just want to say is that, you know, be a good person. Respect others as much as you respect yourself. Really think before doing something mean. I literally saw some shit the other day that said, imagine if every time you were mean to someone, you know, saying mean shit or insulting anyone, that insult will be printed on your fucking body. I know it's fucking random, but just bear with me. You wouldn't want that fucking shit to be on your body, right? Because it's like, why would you want insults on your body? But that goes the same way as, why would you say that to someone that didn't deserve it? Because even if you don't realize it, sometimes your words can have so much fucking weight behind it, you know? You might say something out of the fucking blue to, like, someone that, you know, you didn't think much of it, and that shit will ruin fucking someone's week. And it's like, just think before you talk. Think before you do something that might affect someone else or your own self, you know? Because at the end of the day, everything that you do have an impact, and you really have to fucking think what you're doing. And you know, how you want to be remembered. Be a good fucking person, man. It's not that hard. Trust. And life will be so much fucking more enjoyable. Whether it be like the people surrounding you or just how you feel about yourself. And you know, sometimes being a good person isn't about fucking giving 300 million bucks to fucking charity. That's kind of you if you ever do it. Don't get me wrong, that's fucking nice. But sometimes being a good person is just about going to talk to that one person that you saw was, you know, kind of down. You know, didn't seem that well, and you just went to talk to them because you saw that they weren't the best shape, you know. Or it's just taking fucking news from people that you're close with. You know, calling your grandma, calling your grandpa. I'm sure that they'll bring fucking big ass smile on their face when you call them, you know. Well, depends what kind of relationship you have with your grandparents, but I don't know. If I call my grandma, she would be fucking happy, so that's a dub. But yeah, being a good person doesn't just equal to making grand gestures and saving the fucking world hunger, you know. Again, if you ever do that, that's really kind of you, you know. You get what the fuck I mean. Sometimes just about little gestures, you know. Just being there for people, caring for people, you know, and not being so self-centered all the time, thinking about others, and just, I don't know, man, it's not that fucking difficult. Yo, anyway, bro, that's that's pretty much it, bro.